is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Jeremy Lee in the building and every guest that you ever needed. Sports cards after hours keep the hobby heated. Updates, hobby talk like you never seen it. Sports cards live and none could ever beat it. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Welcome to another episode of Sports Cards Live with your host, Jeremy Lee.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 90's Auctions preview for their auction, which is ending on May the 4th. That is 2 days from now. That is on Sunday night. I am joined by co-founder of 90's Auctions with his fancy shirt, Mr. Joshua Adams. Josh, it's another auction. How are you, buddy?
Good, Jeremy. Good evening. I made this shirt myself, so I'm very proud of it. And Sunday night, our biggest new update is that we have open extended bidding, so you don't have to have an initial bid in, a qualifying bid before 7 p.m. Central. You can just bid away whenever you want. It seems to be the way the industry's going. So I'm not a dinosaur. We're changing with the times.
I love that, dude. I love that a lot. That's news to me right now. So big update. I'm glad to hear that because I often find myself watching auctions that are under that old format, whether it's 90's Auctions or somewhere else. And it's like, oh, maybe I wouldn't mind making a play at this because maybe it's not as high as I thought it would be or whatever it might be. So I think that's awesome. Congratulations. Big move. I have to think that you and John, the founders, must be happy, but have you had any feedback yet from anybody, any customers or consigners, or is this really the first time?
This is the very first one we're doing, but I mean, we've had customers before and consigners wanting that open extended bidding. And I think it works, like the whole a qualifying bid format, I think works for a lot of different types of auctions, like mostly vintage. I think it works very well for, but I think most of the modern and 90s stuff, it's more of like, people our age are going more for, bid. Like I'll bid at 8 o'clock on a Sunday because, why bid before then? Because you don't have to.
Right. Guys our age, yeah, we're so old already.
We're young. We're young. Younger.
We're young, exactly. And before we get into the auction and everything, I just want to say hello to everybody. This is my first time doing a live stream since coming back from the Toronto Expo. Had a great time. Got to see you there. You came up from Chicago or wherever you happened to be leading into it. How did you find the show?
I love this is my third time. I love the Expo. I wish I went much sooner in life, but it's my favorite card show, like hands down. I get to see you, the cartel, get to see Hit 'em High. So all the big wigs. It's a lot of fun to see you guys.
It's always good to have you there, buddy, for sure. But we're gonna look at the items that are up for auction tonight on 90's Auctions. Guys, do me a favor, check out 90sauctions.com. If you have not done that yet, register to bid. Even if you don't bid, register, get in the system. 52 lots are ending on the site tomorrow night. And we're going to run through
Sunday night.
Sorry, I said tomorrow, Sunday night. Thank you, Josh. Ending Sunday night on 90sauctions.com. I'm going to share the screen in a moment, but we've got Linda's first with us. He's back. What's going on? Good to see you, Michael. Jacob Dahl. Welcome back, Jacob. Welcome back to me, too. I'm back here myself. Mikey. Yo. What's going on? Tampa's in the house. Jake Dahl says, amazing dual jersey auto of Michael Jordan in the auction. It's lot number 1. I'll give you a quick. There it is, guys, right there. There is the one where that Jacob is talking about. The MJ's back. All right. Well, Josh, anything else? Like we can dive into these cards. We could just hang out, talk hobby. What do you want to do here?
We can do both. Cards and hobby is fine. Auction's good. Hobby's good. Hockey. The Jets are getting smoked. Halibuck's being a Halibuck. So,
oh my God,
I'm bummed out, man. I hate the Blues so much. I can't tell you how much I hate the Blues.
I'm bummed out too. I'm hoping for I come from Winnipeg originally. I'm hoping for the Jets. They're not my favorite team anymore, but they're my second team. And yeah, it was 1-1, and then 3 minutes later it was 4-1, and then now is it still 5-1?
It's 5-1. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, game seven probably could be now on Sunday night. Is it going to be Sunday?
Yeah. All
right. We'll see what now. I'm glad I'm not missing an important third period here right now while we're doing it. If you are watching on Instagram, feel free to come on over to YouTube, guys. That's where you get your front row seat to the show. Come join us in the chat. I see on Instagram, Michael Jordan Vault 23 says, that's my MJ auto. Good luck to the new owner. So We have the consigner of that dual jersey MJ auto in the chat on Instagram, but I'd love it if Michael Jordan's vault could come over to YouTube and join us in the live chat. But look what Tampa says here. Good idea to review these before the final night of the auction. I would have no idea these were ending otherwise. Well, that's why 90s Auctions and Sports Cards Live have teamed up to bring some attention to the 90s Auctions platform. But also Tampa and everybody else, make sure you're following 90s Auctions on Instagram. It's a good place to keep up as well. And again, register to bid on the website, and then you'll at least get the emails and you'll know what's happening as well. Sound good, Josh? Makes sense?
Perfect. But yeah, we do a lot. John does all the ads on Instagram. You can sign up there, and then we have, we send emails out. We'll send a few out this weekend, obviously, before the end on Sunday, and then a ton of notices on Instagram.
And one thing that I was impressed, you came up to Toronto, and one of the reasons you came was to meet up with one of your consigners who is a repeat consigner. And, I was so happy to see that, because it tells me that, you're delivering value to your clients at 90s Auctions. And the fact that this particular consigner, said, hey, if you're coming to Toronto, I'm going to have more for you. That's a vote of confidence, but it's also showing that there are some good value by a niche auction house like 90s Auctions. What do you think?
Absolutely. We worked really hard for everybody. This one consigner gave us some cards and we exceeded expectations. So he's like, yeah, come on back for more stuff for the Expo. So I moved some stuff around and came out there Friday night and left Sunday. Can I show you one of the cards we got? I think
for sure.
It's baseball, not hockey, which is funny. I missed Mo. I missed him by like a day. I'm so upset. I see him in the chat. So
yeah.
Here, Mo can wait.
Sorry, I meant to do that.
So Roger Clemens and Nolan Ryan dual auto out of 50.
Gorgeous.
The auto, it's both 9 and 9, if you can tell by the shine, but it's a 9 and a 9 auto. Passing the torch, which I think are some of the more cooler cards of the late 90s or early 2000s. They have them in baseball, football. They have hockey. You don't see the hockey ones that much, and I'd love some of those. But this is a fantastic card. I think it's going to do really well. So
you showed it to me in Toronto after you picked it up from your consigner, and I was like, dude, this is a beautiful card. Like, that is a beautiful, super shiny, great looking autos, great names on it. Yeah. Wonderful, Josh. Really, really cool. Yeah, man. There's Mo. So, damn, didn't Josh come back? But I think Mo, were you there the whole time? Because Josh was only there for a short time.
Saturday and Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. And Mo, I think Mo flew out on Saturday. He was there Thursday, Friday. So
he's a ghost.
I saw him a lot. I see Mo all the time. He's local. I'm going to see him next Saturday. I'm sure if there's a Calgary show I'll be at, he'll be there too. Mikey likes the duel. Says Donruss Elite has some good stuff. Yeah. He left Friday night. Oh, I should know. I was at dinner with Mo on Friday night. We were at Jack Astor's. There were about 6 or 8 of us, and he was with us before he was catching his flight. He Ubered to the airport from the restaurant.
Yeah.
You're
right.
Yeah, Linda's first says it looks like the 98.99 Donruss limited exposure.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with those hockey. So, guys, again, this auction ends on May the 4th. It's in yellow, right down there, right down over there. And again, please visit 90sauctions.com. But let's get into the cards, Josh.
All right.
Let's get into the cards, guys. And we're going to start with this one right here. This is the big one. One of the big, 9,750. This is the 0001 Upper Deck MJ's back dual jersey auto. MJ's back in the NBA. Look at that, 15/23 right there. The auto is perfect.
Yeah.
And the pieces of swatch, you got North Carolina and the Bulls. What a great card, Josh. Tell us a bit about it.
I think it's awesome. Our consigners in the chat, it came up to us at the show in Chicago in March. And, he saw how, we're doing well on MJ stuff, as it's, very hot in the hobby anyway. And he consigned it with us because, we're the place to be, Jeremy, if you want rare 90s stuff. People are starting to realize it.
Yeah, you know what? There are lots of platforms out there, but you have carved out a niche. You're not just trying to be everything to everybody. You are focused. And I think that's why you're seeing more and more repeat consigners, because they're finding value, because you're spreading the news. You're bringing on more bidders. Hopefully by doing the show here with me today, we'll get you a few more registrants at least to, again, help grow just the awareness of 90sauctions.com. Joe Santo, the consigner of this card, is in the chat. Both my guys. You're our guy, Joe.
Hi,
Good
Joe.
to see you,
Yeah.
buddy. I'm glad you came over to YouTube. Thanks for doing that. So this is the card, guys. 9,750 right now. Ends in just under 2 days, along with all the other items. Let's keep on rolling. I really like this card, but I always like the PMGs from Metal Universe. And this is Sammy Sosa, Josh, PSA 7. Tell us a bit about this and what's it numbered to? Is there, and I know it'll be in the description. I'll let you tell us.
It's numbered to 50. This one is number 21, so it's his jersey number. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I think the PMG champs are just the coolest, especially for all of them. They have really cool designs in the background. That looks like a subway, like from the L in Chicago, which I love, and I think it's great. And just it's that again, the Sosas. That one walked into a card shop in Puerto Rico, consigned it to us, and I think you might know who it is, and shows up in the auction. So we're worldwide, Jeremy. People are coming from Puerto Rico, from Canada. It's all over the place.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations, man. I'm very proud of you and proud of the company. And I mean, I've been along this journey with you since you guys started a couple years ago. So I love to see it. All right. Lot 3, 1998 Flair Showcase. Take It To .net. Shaquille O'Neal, PSA 10. A card I used to own a copy of. I actually at one time, Josh, had the Shaq, the Kobe, and the MJ. I don't have any of them anymore. I'm sad, but these are awesome cards. I love the circuit board background. I mean, this came out in 98, like right around the whole when Y2K was a big deal. All the companies were going bonkers trying to make sure their computer systems weren't going to shut off. And this card kind of captures that time. I love it. I love Shaq going in for a slam dunk. PSA 10. That's got to be a low pop as well on that. Let's see. Pop 34 of 101 graded. So there you go, guys.
It's numbered to 10,000, so it's like 10% of the cards are even out. Only 10% have been graded of the entire. 1,000.
Look at this number to 1,000. This is 666 of 1,000, Josh.
I know. So I don't know if you're into that or not, but maybe that's good or bad sign depending on what you do.
It would not stop me from bidding an 875 right now, guys. Good value, I would say, at this point for sure.
And anything Shaq has really been on fire the past couple of years. So
really has been. Lot number 4, 98.99 Upper Deck Black Diamond MJ Extreme Brilliance out of 23 copies produced only.
This is a favorite of some of our dentist friends. They love this set. Number to 23, it's great. Now there's a 23, there's a 230, and a 2300 series. And I think there is a 1 of 1 in this set. But yeah, number to 23, it's a 99 issue. But I love the vertical, I love the horizontal cards. I think they're great.
It's a pretty cool card. I like that you've got the image of MJ down there. You got the action image here as well. And the back is another picture of him too. 16 to 23 on the back right there. I'm not familiar with these cards, despite the dentists and whatever those guys are into. But look, hey, Joe Santo, he wants this one. Well, you're gonna have the money now once you sell the dual. Here's the auto, Joe. You got credit at 90s auctions, 3.25. Tell me about that price. This seems a little bit like could be a value buy right now.
That's low. We expect. Most things as we see the last 24 hours is usually a big jump. So I think a lot of lookers, but I think right now, already 20 bids. But I think there's still got room to move on that one.
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these cards went up 4x by Sunday. Yeah. That's the way auctions work. You cannot, as a consigner, do not get discouraged. Right. Wait, you got to wait until the day of the auction. Even then, you might have to wait until the final moment. So, all right, let's have a look at this Rubies here. This is the 98 Skybox Premium Star Rubies Charles Barkley BGS 9. Josh, this is numbered out of 50.
Yep.
And I love this card, dude. Look how slim he is too. What do you tell us about the Rubies? The Barkley.
This is my favorite Ruby set. Everyone else goes for the 97, but this one is my favorite. The 97s are great. It's got that gold look on it, but these are fantastic in terms of how the shine is when they hit the light, how they refract. I think it's a really sharp looking set, and the color match, almost a color match on that card. It really pops.
It really does. This is also my favorite year. I like the baseball. The baseball ones I like a little bit more. I find them a little bit lighter in the background,
Yes.
but this is right. This is still just an amazing card. Charles Barkley, 24 of 50, numbered right there, guys. Rubies are up there with PMGs to me as the best inserts of all time, or parallels, I should say, I suppose, in that case. How about the Topps Stadium Club Triumvirate Luminous MJ? This is a PSA 8. Let's take a look at that. How do these differ when I'm looking at here, Josh, in 2 dimensions versus in hand? How does it light up more than this?
In hand, it's a little lighter. It's an acetate card, so the kind of light, shines through it at the end, and it's a die cut on top of it. So I think it's the best of, all different worlds from the 90s. It's acetate, it's die cut, it's very colorful. It's MJ, luminous is one of the harder. It's not the double refractor, but it's one of the harder inserts in that triple set.
And you got the pops. I love it. Pop 44 of 127 graded. It's an 8, so there's maybe a few higher. But what I like about this is the 127. That's as much indication that we're able to get as to the. I think that's as indicative of the overall print run as we're going to see. Now, I'm not saying there's 127 printed.
Right.
We just know there's been 127 submissions to PSA. I believe it's PSA, right? Yeah, to PSA. Yep. But do you have any idea? Do we have any thoughts on how many of these might have been printed?
I've heard between 300 and 500.
Okay.
But they made so many of these sets, so many of these issues that boxes, there's probably still boxes and boxes unopened, stuff hiding somewhere in warehouses.
All right. This next one, lot 7, guys, is what I believe to be the nicest Jordan insert that does not command huge money like so many others. This is a PSA 10, 1994 Michael Jordan insert card. We're only at $600 so far, but this card doesn't sell for as much as I would think it would if I didn't know, especially with how beautiful this is. This is one that always catches my eye when I see it. This thing sparkles. It's bright. It's shiny, Josh. Is it just a super high print run, high pop? We'll check the pop, but why does this not seem to sell for as much as other MJs do?
That's a very good question. I mean, again, there's a lot of them are graded. So there's over 2,000 graded, and the gem rate's pretty low. So you would think, I think 29% is pretty low, but that's where it's at. I think most of the Jordans in the 97, 98 tend to command a higher premium, but it's a great photo. It's a great card. In terms of, you said, it sparkles, it looks great in hand.
It is it's absolutely gorgeous. This is a great entry level MJ insert for somebody who wants to own a beautiful card. If you want a PSA 10, here's an opportunity, and it's not going to cost you $30,000 like a lot of MJ PSA 10 inserts do. And like Josh said, there's 2,185 submissions. That doesn't mean there's 2,185 out there in PSA slabs. It's probably a lot less because there are cracks and resubs and all that, but just something to note. 634 PSA 10s is what makes this not be a $30,000 card. So it's accessible to so many more people. I think that's a wonderful attribute of the card. All right. 98 Metal Universe MJ, 2 for me, 0 for you. PSA 8. I've never heard of this one until right now, Josh.
I love this set.
Talk about it. Tell us
it's
about
great.
it.
It's kind of sneaky. It's not that common. It's not that common of a card. And I think we can look at the print run here. I'm going to pull it up. We'll tell you.
Oh, the back is great. Look at this. Is like a 2-sided card because
it's awesome.
You look at the front, you've got a great image playing against the Suns. You look at the back, and you've got a graded. Look, it's the Suns again. It's the same. No, it's a different picture. That's awesome.
It's only 68 have been graded.
Holy.
Right. It's a somewhat of an uncommon insert, that whole set. So kind of a sneaky under the radar card.
And it's Metal Universe, one of the most, desirable sets to own inserts from.
Right.
Only 68 graded, pop 27, 250. Pretty cool.
Still got a lot of room on that one. So
seems like it. One of the things I like about doing the show with you is that I'm getting to learn about cards. Like there are so many cards in the 90s that we still haven't. I still haven't seen.
Well, there's so many, like for all sports, and some sports had certain issues that other sports didn't. Like baseball's got so many different inserts that basketball and hockey and football didn't do, and same with football. So I think you could spend years and still uncover new things every time.
Linda's first says offense and no points given up on defense. So Jordan, 2 for me and 0 for you. Makes sense. Thanks for that tidbit. Linda's first. Lot 10 is a 2014 Michael Jordan Jambalaya. I feel like I'm saying Michael Jordan a lot. Michael Jordan Jambalaya in the North Carolina uniform. And this is I love the color match, the light blue and like the stained glass sort of motif in the background versus the light blue in the Carolina uniform. Look how young he looks there.
Yeah.
It's a great card. How do you feel about these college jambalayas from 2014?
I think they're pretty cool. I think it's a neat way to like kind of, if you really want a jambalaya, you're not going to get a 97. This is kind of cool. And if you like, some people like him in this college uniform. If you went to North Carolina, or if you like just college, like I know I like college basketball more than pro basketball. So I mean that's a neat card.
Right. Mikey says I like that one a lot. Mikey, which one? The 2 for me, 1 for you, or the jambalaya? I'm curious which one you like a lot. I like the looks of this jambalaya. PSA 9, pop 2 of 13. There's only been 13 of these submitted to PSA ever since 2014. That's light, Josh.
It
are
is.
a lot of them in BGS holders, do you think?
There are some BGS, but still not a lot have been graded through PSA.
Mikey responds, says University of North Carolina MJ for me. I like it more than the LeBron high school one. Yeah.
Me too.
Mikey, same. Yeah, me 3. This is a sneaky card. To take a word that you said earlier, it's a sneaky card. I would not have ever thought there were only 13 submissions of this card ever to PSA. That's nothing. Holy mackerel. All right. Another card that I do currently own, actually. So not another one. Shaquille O'Neal, Flair Showcase Hot Shots, PSA 9. We're at 425. Such a great card. 92 total submissions, 34 are PSA 9s. There's probably 20 PSA 10s or something like that. I'm kind of guessing. But this card is among the most desired inserts from the second half of the 90s. You just have to look at the Michael Jordan Hot Shots from this set. It's an amazing card. Josh, how do you like, and talk a bit about all those corners? Like, how hard is this to grade? I
love this insert set. The fire in the background is fantastic. And getting anything, I think, above an 8, that this thing can travel through time, 25 years, and still have pointy corners. That's so a 9 is not too shabby, especially especially when you're ripping them out of packs as a kid. You're probably going to bend a couple corners.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that these things have survived as long as they have, and those corners are, but in 96, 97, we were already, for a while there, putting our cards into sleeves and top loaders to protect them. How about the 98 Fleer Tradition electrifying Kobe Bryant, a super shiny insert? These things will blind you from across the room if the sun is hitting them properly. It's a PSA 9. Not numbered, I don't believe, Josh, but no. How do you like the Kobe, and how does the MJ is a huge card as well from this set?
MJ is a massive card. This card I think is great. Again, we go with the theme of color matching. It looks really great against that background. It's a really sharp, it's a sharp card like that, and like the intense, and just typical of the 90s, like very, new technology, shiny. It's the best.
Yeah.
And it's the best.
A neat design, likely an arena design, Gene McLeod. So really a beautiful card right
and
there.
That Flair Tradition set is awesome because it's got chock full of inserts, and it's got I believe it has the 61 throwback set also insert, which is great. That's like my favorite Jordan or favorite basketball.
That's where those come from. This set here. The 98 Fleer Tradition. Oh, well, that makes sense. Fleer Tradition, right? They put the throwbacks in there. But the electrifying is one of the prettiest inserts of all time, like across anything. It really
I love it. It's great. That and the Hot Shots is unbelievable. It's fantastic.
Hot Shots is great too. Yeah, absolutely. All right, last card of this row, 97 XPX promotion, Shaquille O'Neal rounded die cut. This is a PSA 8 copy. Let's take a peek. $85 right now, so lots of room on this. Oh, look at that. Die cut right through there with the X in the middle. Is that some hologram action going on? Let's have a look at the back of this card. Oh, nice and clean on the back. Nice card. Another one I'm not too familiar with. How do you like this one?
I love this card. John found this at the Chicago show in March. One hasn't sold in 5 years from that set. And this one, there's 85 is like, it's not going to stay at 85. It's a very hard to find card that not a lot of people know about. It's a really cool set. Love the cut in the middle, but yeah, that's again, another sneaky, really hard to find card.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we're basing our whole, business model on, is hard to find stuff.
Right. I mean, man, it's a wonderful niche. I think it's a card I've never seen before. So I love that about 90s auctions. Jeff's card journey likes the purple match on the electrifying. Right on, Jeff. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us here tonight. All right, let's keep on rolling. Fleer Jordan 20th anniversary of the rookie card, PSA 10. How do these kind of do, well, the nice thing about this is that it's got a different image than the rookie. They didn't take the same picture, new picture, same design, layout of the card, which is pretty cool. How do Jordan collectors typically feel about this card?
I mean, I love it. I love when they use retro, old, dusty. This isn't dusty, but when they use older card designs for modern issues, I think it's really cool. And like you said, it's a different picture. There's a Kobe in that set too, which is great. I love that card. I have like 7 of them just because whenever I see them, I just buy them raw. But I think it's really neat. It's his rookie year image, and in honor of the 20th anniversary of Fleer. Just a really, really cool card.
Okay, hang on a second. 20th anniversary of the 86 Fleer set, because they did 61 Fleer, and then they just disappeared. They just did no more basketball till 86, right?
Right. Yeah, Fleer. Well, Fleer got into, they were doing, it was a gum company, so they did baseball, and then they did some not football, but they did mostly baseball up until 86.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, still, really, I just like that it's a different image. It's certainly a rookie year image of him. Look at him. He looks like a baby there. Very cool card. Oh, and just before we leave this one, Pop 145 of 305 graded. It's a PSA 10, so it's not going to cost you 30 grand like a lot of MJ PSA 10s do, but there are 145 of them, and that's not a lot still. That's like it's not quite a third of how many actual 86 Fleer MJ PSA 10s are. There's like 325 of those.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Neat.
Neat is right.
All right. 96 finest Shaquille O'Neal refractor. Let's take a look at this bad boy. PSA 9 Gladiators. I like how they put those different kind of words on the cards that year. Great looking card. Josh, all this stuff is beautiful. Great looking card here on the refractor. Let's have a look at the population. Pop 27 of 55 graded. Only 55 submissions of this card. That right there tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah. Again, we don't have that many in this auction, but the stuff we have is low pop, doesn't sell that often, stuff you're not going to see every day. And that was the goal, what we wanted. Not a lot of greening on this example, which is pretty common. In most of 96, 97, there's a lot of different theories. I think the best theory is it was something in the chemical in the paper they used, because people have stuff that's green coming out of the pack now, so it can't be the sun. I'm not a scientist, but I am a doctor. But I think that's the best theory. But this one's clean, so I think that's it's a great example.
I don't think I'm seeing any greening. The only thing that I'm looking at where I think maybe I'm wrong is on the palm of his hand, but that just might be the lighter skin tone on the palm of his hand there.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's a great clean example.
I don't see any greening on that. That's unbelievable, actually. Beautiful. And then we have the Shaq Beam Team from 92-93. A lot of people consider this to be, they say, his best rookie card.
I think so. I such fond memories of this and the Jordan busting packs at Top Stadium Club and trying to find it. And yeah, I was 15 at the time. 15-year-old Josh at card shows having his dad drive them was good memories. So I have a special affinity for these cards.
It does say that the edges are a 7, so I just kind of went around looking for a problem on the edges. Maybe down here on the foil a little bit, but otherwise, like light wear there, but hardly noticeable. I'm not really seeing an issue there unless there's something going on in the back to bring that No, the back edges, we got to finish this one. Those back edges are clean. I don't know. There must be something going on that we can't see, which tells me that, the eye appeal is through the roof relative to the grade on that one. Bowman's Best Mirror Image Atomic Refractor, Kobe and Scottie Pippen. $75 as we sit right now on this one, Josh. It's a BGS 9. Look at this card. Man, the 90s were good. Look at that card. Oh, it's got Cedric Ceballos on it as well. How do you say it? Ceballos or Ceballos?
Ceballos, I think is. Ceballos.
And is it Keith Van Horn or Keith Van Hoen? I'm just kidding. Keith Van Horn.
the R is silent. I love this. You got 4 players on each one, and it's almost like the Court Masters, but you got double and double-sided refractor. I think it's a really sharp card. You got Scottie Pippen, one of the top 50 basketball players of all time, which hard to argue with that.
I just noticed this, Josh, but look at the way the card's in the holder. Look at this. M14, that's the card number there, or MI4, I should say. MI4 right there. But that is the back. That's the back of the card placed in the holder that way, maybe because on the back of the card is a lesser player in Scottie Pippen than Kobe.
Well, I mean,
or a mistake.
Those are your words, not mine. No, yeah, that's possibly, it could have been how it was holdered. I thought of that too when I saw the card number on the front, which probably not the front. Yeah,
interesting. They've been known to do that before, so I'm not surprised. I just always find it an interesting thing, just something interesting to talk about. Here we have 2 97 Stadium Club triumvirates. We've got the Dennis Rodman and the Scottie Pippen, both BGS 9.5s. Josh, that's crazy. And if you have the MJ, it would go in the middle, right? And fill in the puzzle.
Exactly. I mean, that'd be when you think about it, I probably should have flipped around and had the Pippen first. So it looks like, but yeah, the Jordan would be right in the middle there. But again, those are the other 2 of the big 3 from the Bulls in the 90s. So a really nice companion piece. And a 9.5 on those is not easy given the edges. Like
all those corners. I mean, this thing's got 85 corners on it.
Yep.
So there we have it, guys. There's the Rodman and there's the Pippen. Tough Stuff Junior Michael Jordan. So this would have come out of the Tough Stuff magazine, I believe. Is that right? Now, would this have been a card on a sheet that was then hand cut, or do you know, were these distributed in a pack of some sort?
I'm pretty sure these came they were in the magazine. Well, it wasn't a sheet, but it was in the magazine, and you'd pull it out. I'm almost positive I had this card because 91 Tough Stuff I definitely bought. When you couldn't find Beckett, you bought Tough Stuff.
Right. Yeah. I loved Tough Stuff because it was it was bigger. Remember the jumbo, how big it was as well?
Yes. I never got that one. I always got like the smaller ones, but yeah, the big ones were great.
What about, do you remember when Tough Stuff Junior came out?
Yeah. This is what that is. Yeah, exactly.
Tough Stuff. Oh, never mind. Some Tough Stuff Junior. There you go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I probably said that and didn't even realize it. Yeah. Really cool. Really, really cool right there. Very cool stuff. All right. Let's go to the next card. And thank you. Linda's first says double back. One side has the number. The other side has the NBA logo license. Yep. Very interesting. Very interesting. Pinnacle did the same thing with their Team Pinnacle inserts. Neato. What else can we say? Fleer Showcase Legacy Collection. Allen Iverson numbered out of 50, Josh. It's a PSA 7. $10. This one's going to get some bids in the next couple of days, because look at the serial number on that. 10 of 50 right there. You can see it upside down right at the top of the card there. Tell us a bit about this card.
Yeah, the legacies in the 2000, 2001 went from 100, 150 down to 99 in 1999, and then to 50 in 2000, 2001. And then there are some out of 20 in 2000. So, a little lesser print run, not as desirable, but still AI stuff always seems to find buyers. There's a very strong collecting community.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's keep on rolling. Oh, and here's the Shaq. So wait a second. This is the AI out of 50.
Yep.
And it's the same. So they just changed the color of the border for the team sort of thing?
Yeah. There's different colors for some different players. And the Shaq to match the Lakers. Again, a lot of room on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, very cool car. I like that Shaq there. Only 50 made as well. Yep. 1999 Fleer Ultra, Anton Jameson, Millennium Men. It's out of 100. This is a PSA 9. And another one like man, you guys uncover some of the neatest cards. Look at the serial number, the top left there, the reverse of the card, 27 of 100. Man, is this like, who's the biggest name in this set that comes to mind for you? Does
Kobe.
Jordan have one of these? Kobe?
He's not. Kobe, this is after he retired, but Kobe's in that for sure. It's one of those sets where without having a Jordan kind of keeps it a little bit down. If it had a Jordan, it'd be through the roof, all of them. But it's I think it's still an awesome set. And there's the Millennium Men are great.
No doubt. This is, and along with Fleer Mystique's Raise the Roof. I mean, that's another one that doesn't have Jordan, but that card does okay for the Kobe's and the Shaq and the AI.
Shaq. Yeah, Garnett's in there. It's a great set. I saw someone had a Shaq at your show last week, and they showed it to me. It's really killer. It's a really.
I had it. I had it with me.
I know. I was.
Oh, okay. Someone else had one. All right. Skybox Z-Force Rave Review. Hakeem Olajuwon. This is a PSA 8. Now, this is a card. We see the Jordan in this a lot on various auction platforms, and the Jordan card. I love the design, but I don't love the picture of Jordan. It's like half of his it's a profile card. It's like half of his face is cut off. But in the Olajuwon here, he's all there. This is a much better laid out or executed card than the Michael Jordan was. What do you think of this? How do you feel about rave reviews?
I like the Olajuwon in this set. I'm not a fan of the Jordan. I love the Olajuwon. I think he was the best center in the 90s. I think a lot of people would agree with me, but I think he was the best center, probably best center for a long time. I love these because they were supposed to be die cut. Mm-hmm. The black edges, and they just rushed them out, and they're not. I think how cool they would have been if it was die cut.
Yeah. And that's true. When Jean McLeod came on with me several years ago now on Sports Cards Live, she confirmed that the original plan was to die cut these, but the budget at the end of the day didn't allow it. So they put them in the packs as it is, something like that. Same with Soul of the Game, or is it Soul of the Game?
There is Soul of the Game. And if you look on those, there's not one background is the same for any card.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a really cool feature on Soul of the Games. Flair Showcase Legacy Collection Row Zero Sharif Abdur Rahim. This is a PSA authentic. It's out of 150. These are nice cards. They're not my favorite. People love them. I don't love these cards, but I look at it, it's still pretty nice. There's the serial number. Oh, another all sixes in the serial. 66 to 150 here, Josh.
I mean, hail Satan. So I'm just kidding. So I love Legacy Showcase. I love the blue kind of hue they have on the on the refractor set. It is not for everybody. I get it. And it's this one I think the consigner wanted a certain grade, so didn't get what he wanted, so he said authentic. I think it's a great looking card. I just love the shine and the shimmer of these. I think they're fantastic. I still have my Frank Thomas's, so I'm happy about that.
They do have a nice sparkle to them. I'll definitely admit that. All right. We have a platinum medallion from Fleer Ultra 1998, Rod Strickland. This is numbered out of 99. It is a PSA 8. And the platinum medallions do very well across all years, really. Yeah. Don't they, Josh?
They do. All years, all sports. They're very, very popular. I think, again, the look of the platinum as opposed to the gold is just really cool. The way it looks, there's a glossy finish to the platinum medallion, and it's really great. In football, I love how in football it's black and white, and then they keep it in color. And this one, I think it's just really cool how they were unique to different sports.
So we got the color image of the player popping off the black and white background, right? Yeah. But I really like the silver foil or the platinum foil around the name, and this. Look at that swoosh coming off the D in Strickland. Nice font use, just a pretty card. A pretty card, and it's not complex. It's actually quite simple,
right? Which
is nice.
Yeah, exactly. I went to DePaul, the last great DePaul player. There you go. He's right.
There you go. 2015. So this is 90s auctions is all about cards from the 90s. However, players that played in the 90s also can get in. You expanded the scope.
Yes.
Talk a bit about that.
Yeah. So we expanded. We had a consigner had one of those. He had a Kevin Garnett film at 11. Top story out of 11. And I thought, well, I'm not going to turn this down because it's a massive card. And we decided to open up to any player that played in the 90s. So 2015 Anthony Hardaway, If someone had an exquisite Michael Jordan, we're not going to turn it down. But, because Jordan played in the 90s. But, also just, when we sold that Garnett, there was like a flood of film at 11 that came at right after that. So once again, setting the trend, which is what we try to do.
Over at 90sauctions.com.
That's right.
All right. 2015 Panini Black Gold, Anthony Hardaway Vintage Gold Auto. Let's take a look. The auto is right there in this nice window for the auto as well. I would say right there, numbered out of 50. The dark motif of this card makes it hard, difficult, challenging, let's say, to really see it in an image. Is this one of those cards you have to hold in the hand to get the full appreciation?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I love the black and white and like the acetate see-through part of that. And then the autograph on the side looks really great. And Penny's still extremely popular. He's a coach, and I forget where he's coaching. But he's coaching. Is he at Memphis?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And
I have no idea where he is actually.
Yeah,
sure. I'll go. You're asking me. I'll go along with
Sounds
it.
Good. So that's I think those are really sharp cards. Those Panini Black and Gold.
And right now it's sitting at $5. So lots of opportunities there to pick up a good value card there. 92 Hoops Shaquille O'Neal rookie BGS 95. So tell us about this. This is just a simple Shaquille O'Neal Hoops rookie card?
Yeah, which oddly enough, a lot of those centering on that card is pretty hard to find dead centered, which is kind of typical for like early 90s cards. They made a lot of them, so they're just running them through the press, and sometimes they're off centered. We try to have a good spread of stuff for everybody. You get a Michael Jordan in lot 1, you get a Shaq here, so try to make it accessible for everybody.
Very nice. Very nice. And then a 98-99 Stadium Club co-signers, Antoine Walker, Gary Payton, BGS 9 on the card and the auto. And maybe because this auto is showing a bit of fade right there, I would say, Josh, is it auto just the once by Walker?
So the thing with that set is the co-signers, most of the pictures are dark. And then with a dark auto on it, it's just hard to pick up the auto.
There is an auto on this side, but it's pretty faded, I think.
Yeah, it is. Especially, with the pen and the gloss over 20 years, it's going to fade a little.
Only 5 submissions, though, to BGS of this card, just speaking to maybe how rare the card is overall.
It's a tough card. There's a Kobe and Tim Duncan that's, very, very hard to find. We know a tall man who has one, and it's they're hard to find, so.
Very cool. I think I know the tall man you refer of, and it ain't me. 97 Top Stadium Club Michael Jordan, SGC 10. So is this the Michael Jordan base card from Stadium Club that year?
Base card, you have the first edition. I think it's the first edition. It's out of 150. That's a little glossy parallel, but this is just the base for that. Good action shot of MJ dunking.
So. I love the picture. He's floating through the air right there. Like look at how symmetrical he is too. Mm-hmm. Eyes on the hoop, eyes on the twine, and he's about to slam that ball through there. Look at everybody sitting down like they're taking in a freaking drama movie at the theater. They're look at them. This must be an away game. It's got to be an away game.
Gotta be. It looks like it. At least from you can tell by the boards there, that wouldn't have been Chicago.
Makes sense. They're just getting tired of watching MJ score all these points, right? Getting all these baskets.
That's right, man.
All right, 97 Metal Universe Titanium Stephon Marbury. These are cool cards. I used to own the Jordan from this set, and they're neat because they are die cut. They're acetate. They've got that amazing titanium foil in the card. These are awesome, John. And I love how you've got. This is a Marbury card, or is it a John Stockton card? Like, I love that you got the bold cameo.
That's great. No, these are awesome because they're all horizontal. You got all just star power in there, and I love the acetate. I love that clear kind of plasticky type of card. Yeah,
it's a really neat piece. Really cool card right there. And these are all sitting pretty low right now, guys. So lots of opportunity to buy some cards at good prices for now, but that'll likely change by tomorrow. Ultra Platinum Medallion, Jason Kidd. So this is the 96 Platinum Medallion version, different than the last one we saw, but this is nice as well. I love this foil here, this bluish foil, the green lettering for his name. I like as well. I was gonna say it looks like it says Jason Hid, but I do
Right?
see it does, right? But I do
Yeah.
see a small little indent in the K there. Love the foil down there. What I gotta be honest though, Josh, what I don't love about this card is that there's that thin white border where
Yeah.
the gray kind of it's a gradient from like the gray to like no gray into the white. I'd rather that gray background just bled off to the edges or make the white border a little bit wider. But listen, I'm not picking on the card, just a bit of the design. It's minor, but I can't help but think it. Tell us your thoughts.
More, yeah, you want more definition of like where the border starts and where the picture ends, you mean?
It just seems a little skinny to me. Is this out of 100 or is it unknown?
It's unknown. Those are great looking. I like these only because they're different than the platinum medallions later on, and they didn't really do this for any other sport. This type of design, I haven't noticed that before. I do like the picture. It's like you're kind of looking in on a TV screen. I enjoy it, but I get your point. You need a little more definition.
It could grow on me. Listen, I've been known to change my mind on what I like, and I actually really like the way now that I look at him, at Jason Kidd himself, it does look like he's coming off the card, and a lot of that might be that strong shadow that you see behind him there on the card. It's actually a great design. Outside of the border, for me, I really like the card. Okay, 2012 Panini Past and Presents, Anthony Hardaway SGC 9 with a 10 auto on this card. Josh, let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, this looks like it could be an old Hoops card to me from the design. Got the auto. How do you like these? I like it. Yeah, like you said, what drew me to this was looks like an old 90, 91 Hoops basketball card. It's sticker auto, but I think sticker autos are okay. It's still a penny autograph and a really neat kind of retro dusty type of card, which is my favorite. Yeah. When are we going to see an insert that comes out that's called Retro Dust? I will. You know what? We know Billy from Upper Deck. I'm going to call him. I think it's a great idea. I will talk to people at Panini and see what they say. I'm sure they would go for it. We love the dust here. Love the dust. Love the dust here on Sports Cards Live. Topps Finest Refractor, Michael Jordan, 1995. This is such a classic, almost an iconic card to me. PSA 8. I used to have a copy of it. I don't anymore. I can say that about several Jordan cards. Little bit of greening. I just noticed, Josh, just there on the shoulder and a bit on the bicep, bit on the forearm, but not crazy. Oh, a little bit. Look, he's tearing. A little bit of tear there. Happens on a lot of these cards. This is such a cool card, though, because you've got that beautiful blue border. Like, look at this border compared to that last card. And the inner background with the green. I love this card, Josh. No, it's a great, he's like Hulk, but, he looks looking like typical MJ. So the blue border really looks great against the green. Yeah, such a great looking card. Let's see what it says about population. 152 total submissions of this card. That's not a lot. Not for 1995. No. Basketball, not at all. Exactly. Not at all. Like they're still making it. So, they're exactly. And the 93 Finest Refractor Reggie Miller. This is the first year of Topps Finest Refractors ever. And this is the Reggie Miller PSA 8. I want to go down here. 124 graded. It's a pop 51. There will be 9s and 10s higher than that, than this 8. But still another, this is an iconic year for refractors, Josh. Am I right? I love that set for baseball and basketball. Right, so exactly. The Griffey in the baseball set's a huge card. Yeah. And the Nolan Ryan still holds tremendous value to this day. It's still like the second most expensive card in the set. Behind the Griffey. Yep. Or even sometimes it goes for even more. Wow. Ryan, he's Nolan Ryan. He's the K Express. If you're from Texas, you're not gonna get an argument out of me. You have the dual auto with him and Clemens coming up next time as well. People from Texas love Nolan Ryan. So yeah, I love Nolan Ryan. Who doesn't love Nolan Ryan? All right. Well, maybe Robin Ventura. That's what I was thinking too. We have the 96 Skybox Z-Force. This is the Z-Pete, big men on court. And this is Anthony Hardaway. And these cards are very cool. I mean, they're die cut. Then this is the rarer. This is the Z Sorry, is this the Z Pete?
Yeah, it is. Z-Force.
But it's the Z Pete parallel.
Correct.
Which it doesn't say it on the SGC label, but it says it on the card. You see it right there, Z Pete. This is the rarer parallel. You've often seen this card, and the big men on court, the background there is often, it's a lot brighter on the regular edition. This is the rarer version here in an SGC8, Josh. I got that right, didn't I?
You did. I mean, again, a cool, very typical 90s kind of insert, the die cut acetate type of card. I think it's the Jordan is really cool. The Kobe's awesome. The Penny's great. It's a great shot of Penny taking a jumper. It's awesome set.
Yeah, this is one of those. This is a parallel of an insert from the 90s that gets a ton of love in the hobby. It really does.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's go on to the HoloView Heroes Michael Jordan from 1997 SPX. That's a BGS 8.5, 129 submissions to BGS. And I like it because it looks like it should be a horizontal card, but it's a vertical card. And we've seen this design with horizontals.
Right. Exactly. And it's just, I love that set. That year, SPX had some really, really cool inserts and some cool. I love how they use the hologram. They use that on the other cards with him and the quad hologram cards and the auto. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. Now, I'm not usually a hologram guy, and I don't love that hologram of him, but I know that so many people love it. But I do like this side of the card quite a bit. And even the hologram, just the fact that you're getting that sort of aqua color coming onto the card, it does balance it out a little bit for me. So I don't dislike it at all. I think it's a pretty cool card. BGS 8.5, $190. Now, Linda's first says, I remember when Cal Ripken was going after Lou Gehrig's record and his 93 finest refractor went crazy. Now, I was in the hobby at that time. I don't remember that particular nugget there. Josh, do you?
I remember that very well. Yeah. It was going to card shows that summer. People were that card's going for big money. That was going for big money, that card.
And back then, what was big money? $400 type of thing or even more?
I was like $750, I think, which was big money. I'm like 15. I was like, had $50. $50 was a lot, like take my babysitting money and go buy packs, try to get the refractors.
Huge. That's huge back then. All right, guys. 96 Essential Credential, 96 EX2000 Credentials, Charles Barkley. This is out of 499. And this is I want to make sure I get the grading company right. CSG 9. These are great cards. These are so great that Upper Deck just put out a product based on this 96 design in hockey. It just came out like last month.
I saw it. I saw someone got someone pulled an Ovechkin out of this. It's really cool, even if it's Ovechkin. But it's really cool. I love the hockey one they did is really neat. They did a really good job.
They actually did a really good. When I first saw some preview picks, they were not final picks. I was like, oh no, what'd they do here? But those were not final picks. I opened up a box at the Upper Deck booth with Greggy Boy at the Expo, and my gosh, they are nice cards. We pulled a Bedard, very nice cards. But this is the Barkley. I love the acetate inlay with the clouds and the blue sky in the background. This is a great looking card here, Josh. Numbered out of 499 right there, as they all were from the set, I believe. And submissions wise, we don't have because CS there just won't be that many. Really.
But I'll tell you, these holders are really nice. Like in person, I like them. They're really sharp. It's cool. I like them a lot.
Well, I can tell you, like from a scientific perspective, the CGC, the CGC or CSG, because now they've gone from CSG to just CGC across the board, I think.
Yeah.
But these are, when you compare the big four human grading companies, this is the highest quality holder of all four of them. And
I love it.
Not even that close. Yeah, quality wise. Okay, 99 EX Century Essential Credentials. Now, Manny Ramirez. This card's out of 90, and this is a BGS 9.5. This is growing more and more to be my favorite year of credentials. I love the 97s with the pinks and the yellows, of course. But what I love about the 99s here is the foil in the name and the shadow coming off it. I love that design. And then I love this foil, I don't know, curved stripe that comes down the card on all of them. These are such great looking cards, Josh. If we look at the back of this one quickly, we'll see the serial number. There it is, 82 of 90. Look what a clean back. I have a couple cards from not baseball. I have football cards from this set. I just love them, Josh. What about you?
Me too. No, I have a few baseball and a couple football. I think they're great. They're really great.
Well, Linda's first son, Michael, loved your comment, even if it's Ovechkin. Joe Santo likes the Barkley. That must be was that the credentials? That was the credentials?
Yeah.
I was just in my head, I had the rubies from about half an hour ago in my head
right.
as well. All right, guys. I love this Triumvirate Illuminator Ken Griffey Jr. PSA 10. And Josh, I have to ask, are we expecting like right now, I say I have to ask, I'm noticing $130. I'm thinking, oh, maybe this is a card I might bid on. This is awesome. Is this the best of this insert family rainbow, if you will?
I think the Illuminator, I think there's a Luminescent is better than that one.
And there's a Luminescent maybe as well.
Yeah, it's like a double. Again, it's like a double refractor. That card's awesome. This card in a 10 is, as you know, not easy to find.
No, this is amazing though. Like this is a great card.
34 graded only.
34 submissions ever to PSA. This is a PSA 10. Hold on a second. I'm just going to unshare my screen. I want to log in and maybe throw a bid at this, if you don't mind if I do that.
Not at all. Take it, whatever you like.
Did I make a bid? There we go. I've been outbid. Hold on. I got to bid again. 1 second. I like this card. Oh, well, that's why I'm bidding on it, I guess. Let me just confirm that. You guys can watch. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just bidding in increments. I've been outbid again. Place bid. I'm just going to chip away and see what happens here if I can take the lead. Okay, I'm going to go to 200 here. I think it's a bargain, Josh. This card's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's really guys.
Okay, I'm going to hold off for now. We'll see what happens until tomorrow. Awesome card. I love it. Okay. And we got the Fleer Showcase Legacy Collection, Jim Edmonds, out of 20 copies only.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. They have it in basketball and in baseball. We had a Shaq out of 20 in the last auction. I love these. I love the image on these and like kind of it's like the legacy. Like it's got that like hollow like over the foil, and it's just a really sharp card. You know, again, sneaky tough. There's only 20 of them.
Yeah, look at that. 4 of 20. Legacy 2000. That's really cool. How popular is Jim Edmonds in the hobby? Does he have a niche following? Maybe St. Louis fans or what?
He does. He has a lot of St. Louis fans, and he's on the Angels too. But I think mostly it's St. Louis fans because we showed a lot of these at the March show, and a lot of people were looking for St. Louis Edmonds stuff. So he was a slugger, man. He was a tough player.
I want to thank Linda's first as we have great rapport, Josh. Well, that's because we're friends. You know,
we go back.
We've hung out several times, and so yeah, it's good when you're pals for sure. He says also that Griffey is nice. I even like the back, so cool. That's the back is kind of what grabbed me there. All right, we want to get through these last. What do we have? 12 more listings. So Josh, let's try and fly through these. 97 Donruss signature Ivan Rodriguez Millennium Marks out of 1,000 PSA 10 with the authentic auto. $5. Are you expecting much out of this card?
Yeah. That's low right now.
That's a big. Is this a big card?
Yeah, I mean it's. I hate saying pudge because there's only one pudge to me, but there is. That's a very popular set, and the auto. You know, I don't know why they didn't get a grade on it, but I think that goes for. There's movement on that. That's a couple $100 card.
Well, yeah, I mean it is pudge, and I think it's an aftermarket. It's an IP auto, is it not?
It is not in person. No. This was autographed. It was a pack pulled card.
Pack pulled.
Yeah.
Are you certain of that?
Yes.
Oh, look at that sequential number 727. What does that mean?
It's out of 1,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
That's
Awesome.
97 because you'll see the bonds next year. That's pack pulled also. Right.
Finest 1997 finest Kenny Lofton refractor PSA 9s at $5 right now. I remember Kenny Lofton was all the rage many years ago.
He was.
Maybe not all the rage, but he had rage around him. 2000 Fleer Impact Auto Graphics Carlos Beltran PSA 8. Auto Graphics is a a big brand in basketball. Josh, does it transcend over to baseball as well?
A little bit, not as much. I know it's huge in basketball, and there's some really cool. Flair had some really cool in traditions, some baseball, some like Hall of Famers and current guys.
Only 5 submissions to PSA of this card. That's nothing.
Yeah, and
Absolutely
Pudge is
nothing.
Fisk. He's right. Linda's first is right.
Pudge is Fisk. There we go. All right. Bowman's Best Thurman, Thomas. We got Barry Sanders, Curtis Martin, and Emilio Rhett. I don't know his actual name. I made up Emilio.
Eric Rhett.
Thank you.
Emilio Rhett.
I made that up. I made that up on the fly. Emilio.
It was good.
Emilio. Emilio. Okay, there we go. $150 on this one. Oh, the Bowman's Best Napoleon Kaufman Atomic Refractor out of 100. Atomic refractors are among the prettiest cards in the hobby, and this one is no exception. Look at that thing. Now, when you look at it in this light, you see each of like these puzzle pieces that make the overall jigsaw, if you will, of the atomic refractor. But in hand, they're not so distinct from one another. You know, they really they shine like diamonds. Yeah. And I'm not going to sing like Rihanna, but they shine like diamonds.
Thank you. All right.
You're welcome. Clear Showcase Legacy, Andre Rison out of 100, PSA 9. These are great cards.
Well, you got to say Andre Blue Moon Rison. So, you know.
Andre Blue Moon Rison. This is a card that has a lot of blue on it as well. These are great cards. Beautiful designs on those. We're sitting at $25 only. It's the only copy graded by PSA right here, guys, is this PSA 9. That's amazing. We have an unopened pack and sealed and slabbed by PSA of 1997 Skybox Metal Universe basketball. It's a PSA 10 on the pack. We're at $325 on that. That's pretty darn cool, Josh. What can you get out of there?
PMGs. So that's
PMGs.
That's
PMGs,
driving
guys.
it's driving that's like about a $750 $1,000 pack. So
very, very cool.
We
have a sealed box of Topps Chrome basketball from 97.
Yeah, some of the refractors, those are really popular refractors. That's a great box too.
4 sealed boxes of 94 hoops by Skybox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. It's a fun poll. There's some good stuff in there. Yeah.
97 Leaf Baseball Series 2 hobby box of 24 packs and 296 Pacific Football Crown Collection sealed boxes. Anything exciting out of these 2 boxes come to mind for you?
Pacific has the Prism inserts, the first Prism inserts, but spelled it with an S. There's some really cool, weirdly numbered inserts in those cards, in those packs, and it's fun. Those are fun to open. So I try to open a box after every auction. We do a live with my kids to open a box if they will sit still long enough. So hope they'll do it again Sunday.
Very nice. Well, guys, that's the auction. 52 lots. Everything ends on Sunday, 2 days from now, May the 4th. If you are not yet registered to bid, come on out and register to bid for 90s auctions. Get in the system, get the emails. There's the back of that Griffey. I love how he's in like this gold silhouette on the back.
It's killer.
I might put in some more bids. I like that card. Really, just some cool, obscure stuff, guys. Make sure you register to bid. Go to 90sauctions.com. Follow 90s Auctions on Instagram. You can see it on Josh's right there. You can see it. 90s Auctions. That's what it is on Instagram, guys. Dutch, I do not know what you're talking about, but welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Josh, listen, we're just over an hour. I think we should wrap this up, but thanks for coming on and doing this. And hope you have a great auction. Good luck to the consigners and the bidders as well.
Thank you. And, if you want to register to ensure that you can bid by Sunday, register up until I think 4 or 5 o'clock Sunday so we can get you confirmed and you can bid. And again, open extended bidding. So if you didn't bid by, the 7 o'clock, you can still bid at 7:15. So 7:15 Central, 8 o'clock Eastern.
Perfect. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us here on Friday, May 2nd, 2025. I'll be back tomorrow night for an episode of Sports Cards Live. You never know. We're not sure. Maybe you'll see Josh come on, make an appearance tomorrow night. You never know. But guys, we'll be back tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Glad to be back here after the Toronto Expo, where I did get to see my guy Josh Adams there from 90s Auctions.
I had a great time.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And all right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks, Josh.
Thanks,
all right, guys. Have a great weekend ahead and have a good and safe